had 13 punch-outs and earned the win as the Fightin' Phils got the best of the Blue Jays, 1-0. It was their 5th straight victory. The Diamondbacks got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 5-2. Austin Hayes was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees, 4-0. The Rays took down the Red Sox on the road, 3-1. The White Sox took down the visiting Mariners, 7-2. The Detroit Tigers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium, 2-0. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they pounded the Indians, 8-2. The Angels tallied 5 home runs overall as they went home with a walk-off against the Athletics, 10-9. They now have 6 straight victories. In other Halos news, relief pitcher Kyle Keller has been waived by the organization. And that's what's happening around the
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Chris Archer is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
We all know he's a really good hitter, and this is probably a good example why. He fell behind 0-2, but knowing they're probably going to try to get him to chase a pitcher's pitch, he got really patient.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Rizzo stands at second with no outs. Outside, 2-1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
At third, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Ready with the 1-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Here's the 1-2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. In is Jorge Soler. Last night a big one for him as he drove in 6 runs. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 3-2 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 40.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Ball 4. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And that misses. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. David Bodie, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. pops this one up. Here's Reynolds moving forward on it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Standing in now, David Bodie. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Contreras rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
The second baseman, Jason.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he popped him up. Hayes in foul ground. He gets there as the runner breaks for home. Well, he bluffed the tag from third there, but he's back in safely, no problem. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The set and the 3-1 pitch fouled off. He pulls this one into right, and this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. 2 runs are in. Now the relay home, and he's safe.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Chris Bryant. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the last half of the second set to go, so that'll bring up Josh Bell, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire. That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
So now to the plate, Colin Moran. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Darvish has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty D, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Right to him. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Dyson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the 3rd, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
In now, Wilson Contreras. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at 3rd. And with that, the side 1 in the inning for the Cubs. At the plate, Jarrod Dyson. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Brian Reynolds waits on deck, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Up next for the Buccos, Brian Reynolds. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. A bouncer to the left side. Kipnis on to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th. Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He reached on a single in his first try. Back up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Throw into second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
The third baseman, number 13, David Bodie.
Into the box now, David Bodie. Full count, 3-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Might have been trying to avoid the double play ball by putting the runner in motion, but that ended up just causing a different kind of double play, the strike him out, throw him out kind. Not how the offense drew that one up.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. He'll flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it 4-0. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit down the line at first. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And this one is gone. A home run. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Stepping in now, Josh Bell. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
So a full count now. Kevin Newman is on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a slider, but this misses down and in for ball 4. Stepping in, Kevin Newman. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bryant is under it, no problem, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colin Moran. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Grounded down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into third. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Number 13.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So he sets him down swinging. Ke'Bryan Hayes becomes out number 2 this inning. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. Bucks draw a bit closer on this solo home run. We played 4. It's the Cubs 4. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Dyson's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Now the 2-1 pitch. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Good battle. Count remains full. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. He'll try it again, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The next 3-2. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Bryan Reynolds. This is in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 1. Nick Burdi takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 57.
New inning set to get underway. Now to the plate, Jorge Soler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 2-2 to Jorge Soler. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked. That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from 2nd to 3rd.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big 2nd out. Stepping up now, David Bote. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than 2nd as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Row, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the... Gregory Polanco will stride in again, and you can bet he... The 2-1 misses off the plate.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to 1st on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Josh Bell the next to hit. 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting,
Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. He was retired after out in his last at-bat. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning, and Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Alec Mills is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. At the plate now, Colin Moran. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing and a liner, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The third baseman,
Stepping in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch, the 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 7th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 4-1. Michael Feliz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. Here's the 2-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Chris Bryant will be next. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Fastball well outside. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fastball too high, ball 4. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ugh, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here now the 2-2. He's running. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Digging in to try it again, Jacob Stallings. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Weak grounder down the line at third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Digging in, Gerard Dyson. It was a walk in his last trip. High in the air out towards shallow right. Soler is there. In there, a base hit.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watch it and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
So it's a lone runner all the way over at third after the error. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. Payoff pitch on its way. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
2 balls and a strike now. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 4-2 game.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Now the payoff pitch home. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. 8th inning coming up. It's the... The 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
1 and 2.
And it's fouled away. One and 2, here it comes. And he got him.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped him up. Newman is under it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Polanco. And he makes the catch in the corner. Cubs are down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Brandon Morrow is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 15, Brandon.
Ready once again. Again, Kevin Newman. He doubled his last time through. Albert Almora is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Almora.
Here now the 2-2. Now that's popped up. Bryant shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping into the box,
19.
Colin Moran.
Colin Moran.
Pulled toward right center field. Hayward giving chase. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 20.
Riding in once again, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hit hard on the ground towards second, taken in by Kipnis. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 4. Keone Kela
Enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not.
The 1-2 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. This is pulled into right. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
To the plate now, David Bodie.
That's ball 2.
Ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 2-1. There's a fastball that misses.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the lead is now 7-2.
Hey, any home run in late innings certainly feels good, but when you're able to take the closer deep, you definitely send a message to the opposition. That's their shutdown guy out on the bump.
Kyle Crick enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Standing in now, Chris Bryant. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3 runs already home here. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Kyle Schwarber would be next. The 3-1, and that misses for ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. In tight with the slider, 2-2. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering.
We got 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. It's the Cubs 7 and the Pirates 2. Craig Kimbrell takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Striding in to start the 9th. Jacob Stallings, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and he fouls this one off. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Standing in, Gerard Dyson. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Second baseman.
So here's Adam Frazier. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Kimbrel's ready. 2-1 on its way.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Giving chase is Almora, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Yu Darvish takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.